Hey guys, Curtis here with you today. Today I'm going to go over these two different Tide Pods. So, let me scoot this one out of the way. So first one I'm going to go over here is the Tide Plus Pods 4-in-1 Downy. And this is the April Fresh scent. So I'm not really seeing anything on the front here really to read, but you can see it's got a little picture of the flowers, kind of going with the April Fresh vibe. There's a picture of the pod, what it's supposed to look like. All right, so let's go to the back, see if we have anything worth mentioning here. Not really too much on here that really to read. It's pretty much just kind of your warnings, you know, do not let kids handle this, so on. So definitely stuff you need to read if you do purchase this, but I don't want to spend, 5 minutes of your day trying to read the back of this. All right, let's look at this one real quick. So this one here is Tide Plus. This one is just Tide, so there is a difference there. So this one over here, this is cold water clean, free and gentle. So it is dermatologist recommended, free of dyes and perfumes. So that's going to be your main difference there. It's going to have less irritants, less things going to irritate your skin. And it also says cold water clean. You see there? So I'm assuming that means that you can use, or that you're going to get basically just good results washing your clothes with cold water in this one, where this one over here is not specifying cold. So I guess you kind of need to use your normal kind of warm or hot, whatever you normally use. But again, this one over here is specifying that it is cold water clean. And that could be a scent maybe, I don't know. Again, I'm not seeing anything about a scent on this one, where over here, again, they kind of specified April Fresh as the scent. And this one, I'm not seeing any scent mentioned other than cold water clean. And they do have the little TM that kind of trademarked. So I'm not sure if that's supposed to mean that's a smell, or they're just saying you can use cold water. I'm not really sure. Let's look on the back here, see if I see anything mentioning use cold water. Let's see, use instructions, warnings, base. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything at a glance here specifying cold water, but again, it does say cold water clean on there. All right, so let's see what the actual pods themselves look like. So for the April Fresh one, well, it doesn't exactly look like the picture. Let me hold that up so you can kind of see. So there's the colors that they're saying it's going to look like. Here's the color that it actually is. So that is a little bit different. So maybe that's a filter they ran a picture through, or just the artwork. They decided to go with something different. But that is definitely not the same colors here as the actual pot. I'm not going to hold that against them. That really doesn't mean anything to me, but just something to point out that it is different than what they're showing. Over here, we also have a picture. Now this looks more accurate. So this one we have, there's what it's supposed to look like, and here's what it actually looks like. So I'd say it's pretty spot on this one. They nailed that. So that's pretty much identical. Again, not that important to me that it looks a little bit different, but again, just something to point out that it is different. So here's what they look like side by side. And these are, at least to me, they look and feel the same size. I know there is a certain brand of this one, or a certain style, I'm not exactly sure what you call it, but a certain model maybe of the Tide where the pods are significantly bigger, but these are the exact same size on both. All right, so there you go, guys. I hope somebody out there found this video useful, and thank you guys for watching.